Hey guys, what's up? Wanting to bring you some more of my gameplay. I actually just finished recording my first ever money making guide, and so just getting into the game tonight. And so, yeah, I'm pretty behind on a lot of stuff. I've crafted a lot of items today that haven't been enchanted. I don't have too much fodder for energy. I don't have too much components left, and so I'm just wanting to spend a bunch of money right now to get myself prepped for tonight so that I can just rip through a ton of items. We've got multi-craft event on right now, which is awesome. Great chance to make more money, but we've got 1.21 billion dollars sitting here, and so we're going to see how much we rip through in the next few minutes. I'm not going to make you watch all the really painful stuff of me clicking hundreds of times to buy things, but I do want to show you what this looks like for a high level player to buy a ton of stuff really quickly. So those were all of the types of items that I generally are selling, because those are the ones I have ascended to the point that they're 10% less to surcharge them. So I only buy items that match up with those, so that when I'm suggesting them, it takes less energy, so then I can one shot all of my tier 9s when I sell them. So I'm just buying some extra fodder here. You guys may not agree with the prices, but it is what it is. So yeah, just getting up a bunch of these, and I'll do a couple tier 7s as well. These tier 7s, I know you're not really familiar with my numbers, but they make it a little bit easier where, since they discount for more than the tier 6s, I can actually, if I have two successful small talks in a row and one discounted tier 7, I can surcharge 2 tier 9s. So that's pretty cool. So we'll see how that works out tonight. But anyway, so we're going to buy some fodder, so that's good. Also, I want to look at buying tier 9s. So these are all the ones that I can surcharge for 10% less energy. So I'm going to buy a ton of these. Since multi-craft is on right now, these should be a lot less than they normally are. So this one here, 380k, that doubled is 660 or 760k. So by buying these, I'm making 100k per click basically. Let's do some bows as well. This is the same price point at 760. Man, this is awesome. So it's like 125k per bow that I'm selling. These ones are 840, so that's a little bit less profit, but buy some extra of those. This is 800k exactly, so this is 105k profit, so that's pretty good. These ones sell a little bit slower, but that's fine, whatever. Okay, that's good. Got some axes. This is the lowest item that I sell regularly. It's 710k, so less profit, but it fills out a different type of rack, which I don't have with my other items. And all of these ones can handle 2 fully enchanted, like with the higher tier. So it's worthwhile just to go for it, because in the end, it's not that much less when you've enchanted it anyway. It doesn't really matter too much. So anyway, there's those. Also, a guild goal that we have right now is to have 800 mil invested in every single building. So my lowest one's 600 mil right now, but there's quite a few that I want to get up. So here we go. See, I'm at 600 mil right there, 600, 334. And so since the sigil's on this right now, it costs 10% less for invests. So let's throw 180 at it, and that should put me, yeah, there we go, 802. And then since I'm an officer, I can change this around. So let's move it over here. I know that I can use this one. And there we go, 603. So we'll throw another 180 mil at this one. Perfect. And I will be, there we go, 800 mil, perfect. Let's go back to market. Now, right now, I actually have no enchants at all, which is kind of crazy. So we're gonna look at this. This is an interesting thing that I've been debating a lot lately. So all of the tier 9 ones on the left-hand side here, I can show you what I'm looking at. These ones here, as you can see, they're 707k. Now, the actual value of them is 350. So when you put that on an item and surcharge it, you make 700K. So for each of these, you're losing 7,000 each, which is actually an amazing price. So you're gaining 700,000 net worth, basically costing you 7K. So it's a 1% return, which is incredible. But if you look at over here, we're going to click on this guy here. It's 105. So if you double that, that's 210. So rather than it's costing me 7,000, this one's actually making me 11,000. But net worth is less. So basically it's costing me more money to make net worth. So it really depends. Do I want to spend more money for more net worth, or do I want to make more money because I'm making money but making less net worth? So it's really up to me. If I'm trying to save a lot of money to invest in the guild and get all my buildings to 800 mil, I don't want to be spending extra money on net worth. I want to be focused on making money. But if I want to focus on getting up the ranks like I was a couple of weeks ago, I haven't been for a bit, I've dropped 3 rankings or whatever, then I'm going to be focusing differently depending on what my goals are. And so for this, because Multicraft is on and people are getting extra items, there are extra enchants on the market, so they're going to be cheaper. So I would say in this case, it's much better to buy these 707,000 ones because it only cost me 7K. Like, that's an amazing deal. But right away, it's going to go up to 723. So that's what it looks like for me. But if I'm trying to make money and get up to my 800 mil a tower, then I'm going to be focused on these tier 7 items rather than the tier 9s. And we'll jump over here to these guys as well. So these ones are always higher priced. The other ones are cheaper. The elements are cheaper. These ones are more expensive. So 724 looks like is the cheapest one. So it cost me 24,000 to make 700,000 net worth. Yet let's say on the other side, this horse one here, it's 125. So I'm making 8,000 rather than spending 24. So that's a bigger spread, for essentially a few 100,000 net worth. So it kind of depends on what my goals are, but that's what I'm looking at. So we're gonna kind of split the video in 2. I'll be back in a second, and I'm gonna have enchanted basically all of my items. Actually, I can do it this way. So let's say I use this. So I've got 60, 67, 71, 38, 26, 30, 17, and 21. So those are all of my items that I want to fully enchant twice, put them on those shelves, and I'm going to try to rip through as much of those as I can tonight. So if I sold all these items, what am I looking at? Probably close to 300 items. Let's say 300. It might be a little less, maybe a little bit more, I'm not sure. But those fully enchanted with tier 9 is going to be 2 million each on average, which is going to be about 600 mil. So if I gain 600 mil net worth, I'll be at 112.2 instead of 111.6. And on the leaderboards, that'll kick me up maybe close to a spot. I don't know. I've been making videos and fooling around with different things and haven't had a whole lot of time to play. So I've dropped 3 spots in the last couple of days, but hopefully we can get back on the horse soon and jump back up a couple. But anyway, let's cut it here, and I'll see you in a minute with a whole lot less money. Hey guys, and we are back. So here's basically what happened. I fully enchanted all of those items. They all have double enchant. Some of them are tier 9 when I could get a good price, and when those kind of ran out and it was costing me a little too much because I'm trying to balance both net worth and profit right now. Then I switched over to tier 7. So I've got some extras here because of course I'll be crafting things while I play tonight. I have some bins out. I've filled in all my racks now, which is great. And I'll be getting rolling with selling. Here is how many items I have for sale. I just pulled up all the blueprints just so you could see the numbers. So here you can see how many. So there's 67, 69, 55, 114, 126, etc. So those are how many items that I have in my inventory fully enchanted, ready to go. So if you took all of those numbers together, multiplied it probably by 1.5 million average, that's how much I have in my inventory ready to sell. So I've got 101 million, so I just spent over $1 billion to get myself ready for tonight. But very soon that number will be going up quickly. Let me just show you like 1 minute of selling and I'll let you go. So Small talks are going to get me almost 700. I know most of my numbers here, so I know what's gonna sell and what's not. So there we go. Move that guy over. So it didn't. Oh, come on. Well, it's not going to be a fun video if we just have no luck at all. There we go. Sorry if I'm not talking a whole lot and you don't really know what's going on with energy. I know this is happening quickly, but this is basically what I am going to be doing for the next probably, well, if I were to go through my entire inventory, honestly, it would probably take 3 or 4 hours, maybe a little bit more actually, just depending on small talks and focus and all that stuff. But this is basically what it looks like. Small talking once, discounting one tier 6 item, as you can see. So one small talk, one discount, and I've got the energy to do another one. So pretty cool. Sometimes I do this, so I change it over to the discounting item. I small talk it, I discount it, and then I know I have enough 100% of the time to switch over to that guy. So anyway, and then because all my shelves are full for the most part, I know there's some empties over here, but I mean, I've got items like crazy to refill them, so I'll do that later. And yeah, I just rip through them, spend a few hours on that, get up a few 100 mil in net worth, and yeah, it's a fun time. I enjoy it, and I hope you learned something. If you've got questions, again, guys, ask me, comment, subscribe, whatever. I love to see engagement, and it just encourages me to keep going. And hopefully the audio is better. I apologize again, and we'll talk to you guys soon. Thanks for watching.